time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
What is up, my fellow trade hackers? Welcome to Power Hour Live. Today is Monday, August 18th. Hope everybody had a good weekend and is having a fantastic day trading. What a boring day. Could be good if you're selling premium, which I am. Not so hot if you're trying to trade directionally, but I've done okay there as well. S&P is currently down 1.75 points. NASDAQ flat. Russell is up 0.4%. Dow is down 70. Gold is slightly red. Silver's up 0.25%. Notes and bonds and yields pretty flat. Oil up almost 1%. Natural gas down almost 1%. Soybean wheat finished red. Corn finished green. Euro and the pound are both up 0.33%. And Bitcoin is off of its lows, but down about 0.5%. VIX, pretty close to where it closed on Friday, currently at 15.10. As far as my trading today, I've got my BIX, currently up about a little over 3,700. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 one-sided stops. Still have 1, 2, 3 tranches that have been unscathed, potential pins. So hopefully that can happen. I've got my, let's see, let me bring it up here. I've got my discount double BICs, which have a sweet spot of 64.45 would be a pin. Yeah, 64.45 would be the best of the best. I did do 4 tranches of AM iron condors, and those are nice and centered as long as we don't do anything crazy here during power hour. I've got an upside break even of about 64.69. Got a downside break even of about 64.29, and it is dead centered for the pin if we don't do anything wild. Let's see what else. Day trading. I've got calls in hood right now, down a few hundred, down 400. If hood can make another push up, that would most likely put me green on my day trades, which, like I said, in this kind of price action, feel not too bad about that, even though I've really only had one winner so far. I did a 1 DTE. I've got my 1 DTE from Friday, which looks like it'll hit minimum profit, and then I did a downside vertical transformation of today's 1 DTE, so it needs to hit below 64.15 tomorrow for that one to hit max. And I think that is it for me today. Chad, how's your day?
Yeah, I had a red day trading today. I was down like $450. 1 DTE hit all profit targets. I had a TLC that was 20, 40, 60 out. And then my bot Woogas fired and wiped all my profits. And so red again today. Yeah, I closed them.
You closed your Woogas?
Yeah, they were within a matter of minutes way outside the break-evens already on that big push up. And one was a straddle, unfortunately. So So that's my day.
As far as individual stocks go, FSLR having another big day. It's up 9.5%. Had a big day on Friday, another big day today. Somebody said there was some news about solar stuff in general, so I think that's probably causing the little bump. Celsius, which I'm enjoying right now. Today's version is the raspberry acai green tea version. It is up 6%. Celsius has been on a little tear after its little earnings bump. Jumia is also up again. It's been on a little tear since its earnings. Almost doubled here in the last few weeks. Carvana is up 3. Lulu. Tesla is up 1. Nvidia is up 1. Circle is down almost 5. HIM's down a couple. Boeing down a couple. Meta down a couple. PLTR down 2. So that's kind of the story here. Obviously, the indices have just been in straight choppy, sloppy mode. I mean, we've had an ES a low of 57, high of 75. That is quite a tight little range. Expected move to start the day was, what was it, a little over 20, I believe. Yeah, I have it marked. Oh, I have it marked at 22.9. We have not even come close to the upper or lower expected move range. In fact, we haven't even broken the pre-market lows, haven't even come close to the overnight highs. Just straight chop. So I didn't do any Elmos today. I just kind of just started chopping from the outset, and I was just kind of waiting for it to break out and then consolidate. It just absolutely never broke out, so I just never entered any. But the premium I did sell, obviously doing good. The Russell has been a little bit more trendy, choppy and trendy to the upside. It actually broke. It's above its pre-market highs, or overnight highs, I guess I should say. Even the Trump-Zelensky meeting, which was televised, couldn't move this market. No other scheduled economic events. Tomorrow, also nothing scheduled. Got some housing data. Fed member Bowman speaks, but all just kind of low impact. Wednesday, Waller speaks, which is showing as medium impact, and then FOMC minutes in the afternoon. Thursday, pre-market, we've got some unemployment claims a little bit after the market opens at 8:45. We've got some PMI numbers, existing home sales at 9 a.m., and then the Jackson Hole Symposium starts, and then Friday, Powell will be speaking 30 minutes after the market opens. Oh, he said thank you. He said thank you a lot, Discount. I think it was his apology tour. And he dressed up. He sounded very appreciative. Yeah, he had a black on black suit, no tie, but button to the top. He looked good. He even got a compliment from one of the reporters telling him he looked good in his suit. As far as earnings go, There are a few tradable earnings this week. Actually, a couple today. If anyone's interested, we've got Palo Alto Networks, PANW, is after the bell today. Home Depot before the market opens tomorrow. Target before the market opens Wednesday. Also Baidu. Walmart before the market opens Thursday. And Zoom after the market closes Thursday. So I'll take a look at Palo Alto and Home Depot today. Home Depot is currently at $395, all-time high $440. Looks like last earnings it had a gap up and then sell off. The one before that was pretty muted. Little gap up. Another gap up and sell off the one before that. See what the options look like in Home Depot. I don't really trade it. 30 cents wide on a $400 stock at open interest. Yeah, definitely tradable. Home Depot's got a $13 expected move. Should put it at 408. Opt for dollar. I've seen stuff about that. You know, a lot of people who kind of do the wheel strategy. You know, where they're selling puts. If they get put the stock, then they sell calls against it. If the stock gets called away, they just rinse and repeat. I've seen folks who kind of, if that's their focus, a lot of times they're also kind of timing entries around dividend dates and able to capture. I don't know the specific details around that, so no, I don't have any good info on that for you, but I know that is a strategy that some folks use. I'm going to go ahead and take this bullish Home Depot fly. All right, hood's starting to move, going through highs. I could go green on my day trading. I'd be happy with that on a day like today. I would be happy about that. I am green. I'm $8 in the green right now if I closed hood. Yeah, SPX tried to go green. Just been kind of chopping just barely red here for the last 20 minutes or so. The other earnings stock was PANW. Probably won't trade this. Definitely tradable though. Had a big gap down a couple weeks ago for some reason, after it ticked through all-time highs. Yeah, that's exactly right. Op for dollar. I'm just not sure exactly around all the details of the mechanics around it. If you sell the puts a day before, 2 days before, when do you close it out? I can't remember all the details. I had looked at it in the past and just decided it's not something that I wanted to focus on, but come on, Hood. One more push. Hood, all-time high is $117.70. Currently at 114 and change. Let's just go for all-time highs today. The banks have been pretty strong all day. Bank of America's up 2%. Goldman, not so much. It's trying to go green right now. And then JP Morgan was weak early but has pushed into the green. Chip stocks have been kind of all over the place. SMCI was strong, now it's coming down. AVGO was weak, now it's trying to come up. The semiconductor SMH had a big initial move up, and then it's just been kind of choppy, slightly green all day. Discount double bic, not looking too bad. If we can just sleep into the close. Do I know what the risk of doing the DDB with just one contract? Well, I mean, you can look through the trade log on the back test is the best way to do it. You know, just like any BIC, if we have a big move one direction, you get stopped out on the put side, let's say, and then it rips up and stops you out on the call side. That's your max, that's your biggest risk. Well, that's your biggest risk from a stop standpoint. And then, of course, the width of your wings is always your max risk. So you'll just want to just pull up the back test and look through the trade log, and you'll see kind of what buying power is used for each one. And then you can get an idea of kind of what the risk is. Obviously, it's going to depend on the day, how much credit you get, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm just doing one lot, 4 tranches of one lot as well. Max profit is typically a little under a couple $1,000s, depending on how spread out the tranches get. Like today, I mean, the max pin would be, yeah, right under 2,000. For all 4 tranches. But, you know, I'm using 100 wide or whatever the closest 5-cent option is. So you're using, they do use a decent amount of buying power. And I started trading them. Looks like I started trading them on June 23rd. So here are all of my actual live results. Closed profits of a little over 8,100, 73% winning percentage. Oh, my Home Depot got filled. Filled at 140. S&P tried to go green again, getting shut back down. Got about 11 minutes till MOC, 21 minutes until the bell. Hood almost hit my profit target. I'm going to go ahead and take some hood off here. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and close it. All right, so my day trading final is minus $82. Couple lessons from my day trading today. Not that they're new lessons, but number one, very difficult to trade when the indices are doing this. Number two, I did a good job of managing risk, cutting losers short, Was able to catch a nice winner in PLTR that made up for a lot of it. So even though I only had 2 winners and 1, 2, 3, 4 losers, I was basically break even. Best probably just not to trade in slop until price at least breaks out of their pre-market levels. Yeah, you've had a couple of bad Fridays on their discount. I think that is the difference. Where I've been trading my other stuff on Friday, so I don't do it. Don't boot Friday. Don't fall into that trap. Come on, DDB. Let's get to 64.45. Got MOC in 7 minutes. How many strikes available for Mahomes, so I'm going to pass. It's been, remember, you need a 5-point move for Mahomes. We've had a 15-point range all day. So I think I'll pass on the old Mahomes today. Getting a 5-point move today has been a struggle. Struggle. That just means it's time to load up on Friday's discount. It's due. There will always be a day of the week that performs the worst and one that performs the best, but I just don't think that that means really anything. I think that just means that's how it works. All right, SPX, calm down. You're getting a little bouncy. Trying to go green here, says the NASDAQ. Russell's acting a little weaker now, but NASDAQ and S&P a little bounce. We do not need a new high of day for Mr. SPX. It's what we don't need. We just need to continue doing what it's done all day. Can climb up to the top and then just fall back down into range. My BICs have some calls at 55 and 60, so that would not feel good. If we made a big push through 60 or so. There you go. Get back down in the red where you belong. All right, MOC in 1 minute. Let me turn on my audio here.
Ten seconds.
Here we go.
Markets on close imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 406 million. Nasdaq 100 buy side 119 million. Dow 30 buy side 265 million. Mag 7 buy side 139 million.
Small buy side across the board.
Voice news disconnected.
Back down to 50. There we go. Get back in the red. There you go. In the 49s. Beautiful. Now stay down. Watson, how'd you do on your day trades today? Any good? Were you able to scratch out some green? Small red. Yeah, today's tough, man. If you can keep your losses tiny and not try to push anything in a action like this, then either don't trade or keep it small, which is, I have a hard time not trading, so I kept it small. SPX down to 48. Looks like hood is dipping, so it looks like a good exit there. Bank of America is still pushing new highs of day for Bank of America. New highs of day for MU. SPX back above 50. My DDB break evens at about just under 54. What's your 3-4 at, Shiz? I got out of mine for just a few percent. Did it improve? It looked like I was up like 4 or 5% when I closed it, but then it closed it out for less than a 3% profit. Oh, nice. SPX's little dip getting bought back up into the green. Uh-oh. There's a little pop I didn't want to see. Up to 53, 54. Five minutes to go. Almost poked up to highs of day, which is the official high of day is 6455.35.
I got filled on the 50 Mahomes is at 225.
You're on the 50s?
Yep, got filled at 225.
Oh. Back to 52. Let's just get back down to 45, call it a day. 45 would be a great day for me. NASDAQ also pushing up towards highs. Back down to 52s. Since March of 2024, huh? That's a long time ago. Who told you that, Krish? Is Krish on here? I can't make fun of Krish behind his back. All right, hanging around 53 with 2 minutes to go. SPX dipping, NASDAQ's not dipping. VIX at lows, back below 15. SPX in the 51s. 1 minute to go, my friends. 1 minute. Ooh, there's a dip. Back below 50. Come on, 45, baby. Let's go. Let's just put the icing on the cake for the day at 45. 49. It wants it. 48. Come on, baby. Come on. Give me some. $15 seconds. 48s. A little more. Come on, you can do it. Oh, 49.
Order cancelled. Order cancelled.
Well, the 50 Mahomes is not going to like that. 64.49.16. About a $1,600 winner for DDB. Not too bad. Not exactly a pin, but pretty close. All right, all. That is a wrap for the day. Everybody have a good night. Rest up. Be ready for another No News Day tomorrow. See how that goes. Cheers, everyone. Take care.